All right, so that's Wall Street Bets subreddit. My reaction to him doing this, and I'm like, okay, this one's stupidly simple, like really stupidly simple. He's a person that knows in every way he does not have to care about any societal, social, or monetary financial peer pressuring. He's fully allowed to not have to care about the size and valuation of his company. Fact of the matter is, it will bump back. Eventually, people will move on. Advertisers are vultures, they will still keep, even a dead carcass, advertising on it. But is it? People are still using it. Well, it's less. Does seem like it's not going away. It doesn't matter at all that people think it's, in the social media here, size of percent of people that are going to it are dwindling. It's still used pretty often and it's still a place to go to. He doesn't have to care. You can keep funneling money from other businesses, just like any other business, into it. The fact of the matter is, though, he knows all that. This is a real billionaire's reaction to basically money. Like, you ever think about it? It's like, okay, wait. Really honestly, behind the scenes, not in public, this is how they really act. If I don't have to fucking care, like, no, you must care about the amount of money the size of. No, none of them do. Not a single one. They are not in any way beholden to the crowd. I don't. Who cares? For what it's worth, I'd like to have a consistent, continual, maybe this type amount of percent of profit, right? Is what the ones behind the scenes that'll do dirty things and whatnot, but it doesn't get out. So they'll budget for a certain percentage of their money to make sure it goes away and doesn't get out. People will take it and they'll do XYZ or they'll get XYZ in terms of promotion or something, right? And that's the way the world works. Yeah, okay. Well, why is that a thing? Because capitalism means that you are beholden to some bullshit craptastrophe of an idea that once you basically have more than enough, you can just do whatever the hell you want and not have to care. That is literally what the goal of capitalism is. Not what I talk about. I mean, the whole goal is to pursue passions and joys and have boundaries and all the rest of that. This isn't what that is. You don't have to have boundaries. Once you get to a certain point, who gives a shit? You have capitalism. You can just make it be whatever the fuck you want. He doesn't have to care. It doesn't matter if it goes all the way down. They see the fact of the matter is when they're like, oh, it might mean that. What if it did? It's not going to. It'll get bought up by someone else. He'll fucking sell it or some other shit. The poor people. I'm like looking at these fucking stupid retard responses in the comment sections of Wall Street Bets. And I'm like, no one even gets it, do they? It's like, for what it's worth, it is blackmail. Societal peer pressure is a blackmail. If you care about this, you will do what I tell you. What happens when you don't? I mean, I learned that with my fucking family. They're a bunch of narcissists. They would use any fucking like excuse for my emotions and my, you know what I mean, to fucking try and guilt trip me and whatnot, as they usually do, emotional neglect and abuse. It's like, no, why don't you care about us? Emotionally being very angry and blah, 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 blah. Money. It's like, I wonder why it's not working. He ended up upbringing not too dissimilar to me. For what it's worth, his father's a piece of shit. You should know about that. A lot of shit's gone on in his life that's turned him into a person that's like, well, I'm just going to be out in the open in public about what basically all people that have that kind of money do. Meanwhile, me, also, I don't like what he fucking often says at all. Yeah, I know that it can seem very, like, grandiose. But wouldn't you be? He's hundreds of billions. The dude doesn't have to give a fuck. He really doesn't. He honestly, truly speaking, could buy enough land and make his own country. The dude is that fucking literal levels of rich. You guys are retarded to think that he has to care. He doesn't have to care. Nobody has to care. Nobody. It's just consequences. When you make capitalism make you have your morals and ethics, then it's just consequences. When you get enough money, you don't have to care about the consequences. And he knows it. That's the truth. That's the real hardcore truth of capitalism. Y'all have to fight for bare scraps and all this, but when you get a fucking really large amount, it's like, well, then I don't have to care. I'm still going to be good. You'll still have to fucking give me this or that or whatever the fuck it is for the amount of fucking massive portfolios I probably have. Amount of fucking stocks I've got, assets I've got, other companies making me money. I don't have to give a fuck. And truthfully, if I fucking have this problem, that problem, I can make it all be worse for all of you. I can definitely control that. They're a bunch of retards. But at the same time, it's like, I get what they're saying. They're angry. And, that's normal. You have every right to be. But at the same time, it's like, I also don't give a fuck. Who cares about your anger? The guy wants you to be angry. He's a fucking rage-baiting troll kind of person right now. He's literally showing off that it's like, you will react every time the same way. All I have to do is say this. All of Earth. Like, it's not all of Earth that uses Twitter, Elon. No. There's a lot of it, though. Yeah. Wham, cry somewhere else, man. My money I have invested in. That's what they sound like to me. I'm like, whoopee fucking do. Here's a fucking settlement. Yeet. Here's 2 years or some other bull. You know what I mean? Like some fucking amount of time and money. Yeet. Here's some money. I have to pay the fuck. They didn't even get me. I can totally see why fucking Elon Musk is saying this shit. Like, it seems insane, but it's like, is it? Is it? Like, honestly, is it? The type of crowd you run with? The type of retards that run this country? That really talk like this shit behind the scenes, too? This fucktard who's like, I'm big here. I'm watching the post by Real Stock Near 11 hours ago on Wall Street Buzz. And I'm like, these guys are fucking stupid. This guy honestly thinks he can say something. He's literally, like, he clams up into like a little kid that knows he's got nothing. He's trying to act professional. I mean, the guy is basically like a king. You can't do jack shit to him. No, guy, fucking care. Why? What do you got? Give me something. Why do I care? Why do I give a fuck? Why do I give a fuck? What do you fucking got? Come on. That's capitalism for you. Like, they literally don't have to care. And you know that. And you know he'll fucking do whatever. He'll even go behind the scenes to get some fucking shit from him. You won't even care that he's a despicable person. That's what makes your shit tick, bro. It's so fucking easy to see through all that. But it's like, guys, I am so very against this. You don't understand.
Perception that
Just play it again.
Clarifying this now, but there's a public perception that that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger
I hope
today.
they stop.
You hope
Don't advertise.
you don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
Go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
well, let me ask you then.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about the economics of X? If part of the underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs to shift, maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. If you believe that this is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
Why?
I understand that, but there's a reality too, right?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, no, totally. So, no. Actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do? It's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform. Right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
I mean, that's the thing, though. All right, like, I want to be really clear about that. He's not wrong. No, this is the worst part for people that are, like, just having to watch it, having to be a part of it. It's like, they're helpless. There's nothing they can do. And he's not wrong. They're like, in great detail, all this is great, public, like, I'm still infamous, I still got billions, I can still do whatever the fuck I want, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? There's always a way to spin it off to something else. You might honestly make more money. It's not even a joke, it could be seen as success later. And it's like, oh, they're not comfortable. It's like, get a different advertiser that are, who gives a shit? There's always someone else. That's literally what the case is. Like, that's literally how that works. Like, there's always... No, I don't want to go on a website. There's no... See what I'm saying? Only these are good professional advertisements. Not to mention, it's like... You do know, though, right? Like, there's multiple different ways to run, like, income-driven streams. Which, hell, there's paying for fucking content. There's paying for setting up little tiny nooks and crannies and niches inside of your content, right? That you put out on your site. There's always I guess I'll have a slight commerce or redirect commerce area and I'll take a slight percentage, blah, blah. Like, this guy has, no, come on, you were uncomfortable. It's like, I don't agree in any goddamn way about the fucking or, whether or not it was. Truthfully, I don't know what the hell the controversy is about. I literally never look at Elon Musk. His life is not a part of mine. That's just how that is. You know what I mean? But it's like, whatever. It's like his post is his post, my post are my post. I'm sure he's never even seen mine. So it's like, whoopee-doo, right? So, I don't know. This is more for people that are hyper invested in where and how much value and blah, blah, blah it might be. It's a bunch of yada, yada, blah, blah. It's like, look, everybody, and it's a bunch of attention paid and a bunch of mental mind games, a bunch of stress, emotion, all the rest of it for nothing. Feels like it's just not worthwhile after a while. It's like the guy is going to say what he wants. He has a platform. You can platform it, you cannot. Right? But it's like, it doesn't change the fact that the people are going to be able to platform that. And he can platform himself pretty much indefinitely. And he's so big, it doesn't matter. It's like, yeah, it's blackmail. And it's like, yeah, okay, so I have to constantly make sure to say everything perfectly. Besides, truthfully, if we're being honest, you say about it, I know about you, and I mean, that's like a dust sentence to name names, but that's one of the reasons why it's like there are people that are probably in no way gonna care, if we're being honest. I mean, remember the whole, like, food truck worker with the lobbyist? You remember that, right? There's a guy with only a couple $1 million and some fucking, like, actual power in some place. You have no idea how much it really doesn't matter for the vast majority of people. They just have to fucking show that they care a little for some people. It's like, I have to care. I'm not going to fucking care. This guy wants me to care. I don't give a fuck about this. And this, he got himself back up there. I thought I saw his body language kind of get deflated. Kind of give up a little bit. He didn't. As much as I thought. I mean, he kind of gave it a little, but it's like, what the fuck are you really going to do? Like, that guy knows. His interviewer knows. Like, oh, yeah, it's no longer real. There's got to be something, right? You're heading towards. I'm like, good God. We live in a clown show with a guy. It's like, this one? Do you know how many billions and trillions exist in certain companies that run all of it? It's insane. It's genuinely sort of insane. And it's like, this guy sees one single part, and I'm like, oh man, and then it's like, I'm gonna go read through this. I swear he kept saying, yeah, right, big step back and all that. Go fuck your own face. And then it's like, smooth brain, $1 billion, a sleep hour, techno explorer here, go fuck yourself again. And then, yeah, like, I'm gonna care. And then, wait, is this real? Like, really real? Oh, you're really honestly disillusioned finally? You keep looking at the audience, expecting applause. He got a slight smattering of laughter when he said it. He's most likely looking and judging the reaction of that crowd. Not for an applause, but I can see why you'd take it that way. His face looks so weird and frozen. Come on. And then it's going to be a personal attack. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number 6, personal look attack. But, can't even get the guy on anything. This sounds like a fucking woke lib crowd, you know what I mean? When you just, like, break it down that fast. But it's like, that's Reddit. It's like, this is Wall Street. It calls itself the fucking 4chan of Bloomberg. How? You think these are biting quips? Oh, you forgot him. Look at you, clearly more angered and upset than he'll ever be. It's insane. This goes on to say the Lacquer is going to kill the company and that the earth and the advertisers for it. Well, I mean, for what it's worth, it's true. That is a historical thing, Brickyard Jimmy. That is insane. No one has to advertise on anything anywhere. Nobody has to fucking platform their advertising. Goes both ways, douche. They advertise in place because they think they'll reach an audience and have a positive. Sometimes they can get directed advertisement. It's more about clicks, just views, whether or not they're liking this or, sometimes it's to try and influence a given type of. Look, guys, remember, we want to buy more of these things at this season versus this product. It's like, do you remember when you bought that? Are you thinking about that? Maybe you wanna buy something like that again. Oh yeah. Told you I'd get him to fucking go to your fucking stupid ass, shop, Walmart or whatever it is, right? It's in the area. They know they're going to be over here. And they get paid for this and that. And this whole workaround, bunch of money exchanging hands for like, see, this money is helping them, blah, 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 for scraping and the money that they pay attention to. And it's like what you bought at that store and then, stuff like that and how they cross-reference data. It's in a dimensional aspect these days. Like, for what it's worth, ChatGPT really did a really good job at being able to dimensionalize certain words and all that. And then it was like, we can use that for how we subtly, because they were like, that's too direct and it's creepy. So if we can like slightly, and then we do this, and they don't think that. Instead, they thought this, and then they were thinking about it, and then, oh, yeah. It's like, yep. Better drug is on. He's on. It's powerful as hell. It's called fucking reality. But, yeah, Backyard Jimmy, he's on reality, unfortunately. You're in a literal reality in where a person with that kind of money and just doesn't have to care level of shit because of it. Like, as long as he's not caught, which who ultimately isn't someone that has done something illegal. And I know you go like, that's a big assertion. I'm like, hey, come on. It just changes. Like, their fucking perspective of it changes when they get to being a billionaire because they know they can get away with it for as long as they can. They can pay people off. Or get a slap on the wrist. Whatever the fuck. It's like, as unacceptable. They play by different rules. Because you set up your rules like that, you fucking fuck up retard. That's literally what that is. Like, why are you suddenly somehow thinking that it's, like, surprising? That's how they really think. I mean that. Like, legitimately, that's how they think. You get to about 100 million, that's just what it starts happening to come out to be. How much you could really do, how much you could really fuck with, how like little subtle, oh, fine, maybe, you can get pretty fucking far with that when you have a fucking over $1 billion. I mean, fucking, I don't think these guys know. Just how fucking powerful that is. People clamor to get your attention. People clamor to get your money. They'll fucking bend over backwards against anything you want. They know for a fact that they have a different life that they lead, and they don't have to care. That's the truth. Like, they know for a fact they can be criminals as fuck, and they'll be supported fully. I would not like you to say that though. Sorry. The truth is something that it is. You know what I mean? Like, they do have to play by some rules, but you'd be surprised how many loopholes and shit people do have. Not to mention how often they can get away with something because people aren't willing to talk or they just weren't seen. Or on a technicality, it was legal. Or they, for the last 2-3 years, lobbied to make it legal. It really doesn't matter. You see what I mean? What drug is he on? In reality, you are supporting Brickyard Jimmy. Capitalism. That's what you're supporting. You want to go invest in all that shit? You're supporting Elon Musk being powerful and being able to say and do whatever the fuck he wants like that. That's the truth. Fact of the matter is, there's enough of them in America that really can just fuck with people behind the scenes and they don't have to care. Neuralink, sure. Autism, let me fully read that. Weaponized autism, okay. Maybe so. See, that was wild to you. Jeez, ChrisLink73 has not seen much. How fucking young are you, honestly? I'm a millennial. I've seen several moments like this in the last year, honestly. That's not even getting into when I was a kid and I didn't even realize how insane it really was until I got older. Like, welcome to the club, first time. Remember Monica Lewinsky? You know, they all fucking bought that she was the terrible person, all went after her. They only just now started talking about that. It's been over 30 years, bro. 20, 30 years, some shit like that. Back pocket fucking goddamn news of the goddamn highest authority in Orlando. Presidente. I love how he panders and pauses for, great, yeah, no, another, but he's not. He's acting like Earth would actually give a shit. Historically, they probably would, for what it's worth. And they cared a little bit about MySpace going under, but, it's just a part of the record. Would they notice a difference? People clamor to the next thing. Fact of the matter is, if they're comfortable enough, it doesn't matter if it's slightly warm water. It ain't boiling yet. They jumped ship to Facebook, not because of a bunch of effective advertisement campaigns and all the rest of it. Because for what it was worth, people were growing and they wanted to see something else. They were curious about anything. They've settled in as to what it is they have currently. That means they won't likely change at all. They're the equivalent of the older generation. Generation X's that are in the older category. And baby boomers. They're set in their ways and they like what they like and they don't want to change it much. Nah, this interview is a part of his apology tour. Yeah, I could see that. Cheer, blackmail, capitalism. That's capitalism. Capitalism is like that. Pay me ass or grass. That's not blackmail. That's capitalism. Societal peer pressuring. Woo! I wonder why you guys always have a problem with fucking like abuse and trauma and being normalized to it. As if it's acceptable. Wow, this guy, Dan the Man 7789. I used to respect Elon Musk from 2014 to 2021. Wait, what? 2021? That's a suspiciously high number. But boy, has his ego gone nuts ever since Tesla's stock skyrocketed in his purchase of Twitter. Tim Cook might be boring, but at least he knows how to keep his mouth shut and run the world's largest company. $2021. Wasn't 2014 like when he started having some of that like fucking kind of creepy, crazy episode with the guy that he was trying to help or something? You know, like get the kid and the dad out of the flooded cave or some shit. Oh no, there was like the flashing of flight attendants sexually assaulting one of them. Oh, there fucking. You know, Kyle Hill did a whole thing back in the day. They started having some weird shit, and then they were like, It was well before 2021. I'll tell you that much. Holy shit, I knew Elon was a fucking idiot, but this just took him 80 levels higher. Old forever, 6220. Meanwhile, I've got a pill for that, and a technique, and some treatment. You won't look at all like you're old. Oh wow, you really could do that as a pill. Yeah, yeah, no, it's a whole thing. I'm gonna move on. It's on my YouTube right now. My theory for the past year says that it's some sort of early onset dementia or similar mental illness that impairs judgment. I thought for a bit that that maybe he was some sort of pill addict because his speech patterns have been so jerky in speeches he's given the past few years, but now I'm leaning towards just dementia. Perhaps a dementia that impairs speech and the ability to speak in complete sentences. Even just 11 years ago, he's a very good public speaker, and those skills seem to have vanished. Edit to add some transcript of Elon Broken speech and the Reddit submission video starting at 1:26. Not the video I linked, and note that he spends about 5 seconds thinking before saying the following. And he goes into it. Yeah. John with an O for the, a 0 for the O. Stuart Mill with a little hyphen in between. Look at me, you're gonna lose me money. Petulant child behavior. You're going to lose me my money. You're going to lose me all these things. I care tremendously about my money and all of the people that are going to be, going to, whatever the fuck they post somewhere. Like, if you ever think about what this is about, like, it's just information stored on some fucking stupid goddamn hard drive that's posted some fucking place. And others get to look at it with a pretty little UI or whatever. That's it. That's all the site is, dude. That's all social media really is. Looking at show and tells of others. And, hey guys, I thought like this today. Isn't that pretty rough, though? But it's like, it's Robert. My money, my money. I don't get to see nothing anymore. I don't even care. You'll go somewhere else. I know for a fact you will. You did it every fucking time. It really doesn't matter. Like, it's irrelevant. Or are you trying to fight this? Like, honestly, if you were genuinely that pissed, you just left already. Why do you have to get the advertisers to fight your battle, you fucking retard, stupid fucking people that go to the goddamn site in the first place? Because it's not about him. The site is something that I like. Exactly, right? This is a bunch of nonsense for a bunch of investors that mean literally nothing to the actual site. And the community will be like, "Bee." And then just like TikTok after Time, was it Timely? And then Vine. It's like, they'll go somewhere else. It won't matter. It's like, just because Dad's having a problem over here doesn't mean I'm having a problem in my room in this area. But the house might not. Is the bill paid? Whatever fuck is still gonna be here? The lights? I get food or whatever? Yeah. The fuck? I give a shit about this. I don't give a fuck. The fuck out of here. You gonna care about the fuck shit? What the fuck is this? Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck should I care? You should. Why can't you care about this? Because you're making people try and care about something that honestly isn't going to matter to them. This is for money, go shrunky shrunk. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Oh god, I don't care. I don't care at all. Like, I literally, it's like, oh shocker, billionaire, multi-hundred billionaire thing goes brr and like this and thinks whatever. Who cares? I mean, whatever the fuck he wants to do. Honestly, it's whatever. I don't fucking have to care. The guy could literally be like, oh, we're gonna, and I double down with my own cold hard cash. He literally doesn't have to give a shit at all. He does not have to care. And he's like, no care, guy, care. Nah. Why won't you? Nah. You fuck. You. Meh. Maybe if I'll pander to you for a while so that way you go like, oh, he's nice and my value or whatever and blah. He'll do it then. He'll, whatever, right? He doesn't care. He doesn't have to care. This is just what it is. Just leave it alone. Just fucking stop paying attention to him. Jesus, fuck. Who cares? Oh, This seems stupid. This is a nothing story, it feels like, after a while. It's like, yeah, pay attention to the guy that's always doing the same thing. Oh, shocker. He did this, he did that. Oh, no way.